Welcome to this explainer. I'm so thrilled you're here, because today we're doing something a little bit different. Think of me as your personal fluency coach. Consider this explainer your intense but, incredibly supportive one-on-one training session. We're going to tackle one of the absolute most frustrating hurdles in language learning, and we are going to fix your speaking skills. We aren't just going to sit here and talk about theory. We're going to build a concrete playbook to get you communicating confidently out in the real world. So, lace up your shoes, get your head in the game, and let's get started.
So why do you freeze up when speaking? Well, let's talk about the reality of the locker room right before the big game. You know the exact feeling I'm talking about, right? You're sitting in a busy meeting and you understand pretty much everything your colleagues are saying. You can kick back, put on a show in the language you're learning, and follow the plot perfectly. You read articles with ease. But then, the spotlight swings your way. It's your turn to speak, and suddenly, you just freeze. The words completely vanish. You drop the ball. It is incredibly frustrating to feel so competent in your head, but suddenly feel like a total beginner the second you open your mouth. Look, I hear you, and I am validating that frustration right now. But we are going to fix it.
All right, let's step into the film room for our first major breakdown. We're diagnosing the fluency gap. Listen, the very first thing you need to hear loud and clear is that freezing up, it has absolutely nothing to do with the lack of talent or intelligence. You know the language. The real problem is a fundamentally flawed training regimen. You've basically been practicing for the wrong sport. And to understand why, it really comes down to two distinct skills. The first one is recognition. Recognition is exactly what it sounds like. It's hearing or reading a language and easily understanding the words, the grammatical structures, and the overall meaning. When you're watching a show or reading an email, you're recognizing. But here's the hard truth. This is what you have been overtraining for literally years. Every single time you passively listen or every time you drill flashcards to memorize vocabulary, you're just building up that recognition muscle. It's a great muscle to have, for sure, but it is purely passive.
Now, let's look at how that builds into the second and honestly much harder skill, which is retrieval. Retrieval is the missing piece of your training program. This is the active process of finding specific words in your mind so you can produce them out loud, right on the spot. Just think about it for a second. You hear a word in a video and you know what it means instantly, right? That's recognition. But if I paused that video and demanded you use that exact word in a live sentence right this very second, you might stumble, you might not find it at all. That right there is a failure of retrieval. Retrieval is your ability to extract words fast, right in the middle of a live conversation.
So when you compare your current routine against the routine you actually need, a pretty harsh reality emerges. And here's the secret that most learners never realize. These two skills, they do not grow at the same speed. You could spend a decade building this incredible elite-level recognition, but your retrieval just won't automatically improve alongside it. They're completely separate muscles. So if you want to stop freezing up on the court, you've got to stop doing recognition exercises and start explicitly training for retrieval. So how do we actually fix this? Well, it's time for the new drill, your daily writing habit.
Your new drill is writing by hand every single day. Now, why writing? Because every single sentence you write is a small act of retrieval. When you sit down to write, you're no longer just receiving information, you are forced to actually produce it. You have to actively dig into your brain, find the vocabulary, arrange the structure, and push it out onto the page. You're literally forcing your brain to extract the words you need. Every single sentence is a rep in the gym, building the exact speaking speed and recall that you need for a live conversation. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates the science behind why this works so incredibly well. You see, writing by hand is a multi-sensory practice, and your senses are how information enters and gets processed by your mind. First, your hands physically move. Second, your eyes watch the words being formed. And third, your brain is actively constructing meaning rather than just passively receiving it. It's a whole chain reaction. The more senses you involve, the deeper that information goes into your mind. This combination locks in vocabulary and creates a far, far deeper, more permanent memory than passive reading or listening ever could.
But there's actually a deeper layer to this drill that most people completely miss. When I tell you to write, I do not mean writing some sterile, boring business email. You need to process your actual thoughts, your emotions, and your daily life directly in your target language. Imagine you had a really stressful day at work or a difficult conversation. Normally, you'd process that in your native language, right? Because it feels safe. But if you start writing about that stress, or maybe your personal goals, in the language you're learning, something magical happens. After consistent practice, you start to connect mentally and emotionally with the language. You actually start to think and feel in it. And that, my friends, is the ultimate secret to speaking naturally in real life.
Okay, so you know the theory and the strategy. Now it's time to execute the play. Let's get into the tactics for your daily routine.
Rule number 1, and listen, this is completely non-negotiable. Ditch the keyboard. You absolutely must use a physical pen and paper. I know, we live in a digital world, but the physical part really matters here. There's something completely unique about handwriting that locks information into your memory in a way that typing on a phone or a laptop simply never does. The physical movement of your hand forming the letters creates more connections in your brain, helping you record and remember the language so much better. So seriously, go buy a dedicated notebook.
Now here's your daily execution plan to keep this habit alive. Remember, consistency is much more important than perfection. You're going to have days where you're just totally exhausted. On those low energy days, keep it simple. Just write a few lines. What happened today? What did you eat? That's it. But on your high energy days, I want you to go deep. Write out elaborate thoughts, process a lesson you learned, or map out your future plans. But always focus on personal, real-life experiences. The whole point is to train your brain to live a part of your daily life in this new language, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day.
Now listen to me carefully here, because this is the pep talk you're going to need when things get tough. While you're writing, you are absolutely going to get stuck on a word. You'll sit there staring at the paper, totally frustrated. When that happens, I want you to remember this quote. That struggle is the exact moment your brain locks new vocabulary into your memory. So please, do not view getting stuck as a failure. It's actually the exact opposite. That friction, that mental burn, that is the exact moment you are tearing the muscle so it can grow back stronger. It is a great sign. All right, before I send you out onto the field, here are your final locker room rules for this drill. First, if you can't find a word, look it up, use it, and immediately keep going. Keep that momentum alive. Second, absolutely do not worry about being 100% grammatically correct. Just let it flow. And third, stop overthinking it. Literally no one is creating this writing. Your teacher isn't going to see it, your boss isn't going to see it. The only goal here is to produce the language again and again, pushing for those reps.
So, the whistle is about to blow, the strategy is clear. You know that to stop freezing, you have to transition from passive recognition to active retrieval. And you know that 5 minutes of handwriting your personal thoughts is the ultimate tool to build that muscle. My final question to you as your coach is this. Are you ready to pick up a pen today? Because the difference between the person who stays stuck and the person who finally achieves effortless, confident communication isn't talent. It's just the willingness to do the daily reps. Go grab a notebook, and I'll see you in the next explainer.